Hello everyone, this is Best Tool. Welcome to today's mobile phone maintenance. I'm your old friend Jong. Today we bring you a newly developed 050JP superconducting fine tip test LED wire. So what is magical about this LED wire? We don't talk nonsense. Let's go and have a look. First, we see the packaging of the test LED. Let's open it and take a look at the skin line. You can see that the appearance of this test LED wire is very technological. There is also an ergonomic handle design. And the plug is a high-powered Lotus plug which can carry greater current and voltage. Next, we look at the wire of this test LED wire. It is a protective material made of soft silicone which can effectively protect the copper wire inside. And it can be used normally in different geographical environments and temperatures. Especially the easily damaged parts here, it uses a thick soft silicone protective material which can effectively prevent damage to the test LED and effectively increase the service life of the test LED. Next, let's take a look at the details of this test LED. First of all, I can feel the grip of this test pen is very comfortable. There are a lot of bumps on it which can increase the friction when we hold this test pen. This test pen also adds a needle protection cover, which can effectively protect the needle even when the repairer does not use it. Next, the needle of this test LED wire is made of pure copper and gold-plated technology, which can effectively prevent needle oxidation and increase its service life. The sharpness of this pen has reached 0.1 millimeters, so it can be applied to more precise components. Moreover, our test pen also uses an interchangeable head design. It can help the repair user to replace the needle in the case of repeated use and strain, which can effectively reduce the replacement cost for its users. And also, this interchangeable head design can be applied and used in more areas. Then the body of this test LED is made of a whole piece of pure copper rod bone, which can withstand greater current and voltage, so the conductivity will be greatly enhanced. Now let's have a look at this. On the left is Best Tool's test LED. On the right is the common test LED on the market. Let's take a look through a microscope to see what is the difference between the two. We can see the Best Tool superconducting fine point pen line on the left has a double skin protection. This can greatly increase the safety of our use. Then its copper wire is made of 168 strands of new bare copper. Compared, the ordinary copper wire in the market on the right uses very few materials, and its brightness is not as good as the Best Tool pen line. Next, let's take a look at the test difference between the two test LEDs. First of all, we will test the internal resistance of the common test LEDs on the market. You can see from the multimeter value that the resistance of the test LED is very unstable. The value is big and the transmission speed is not fast. This shows that its dosage is very poor, so it's not very accurate for when using it to test. Next, let's test the internal resistance of the 050JP test LED wire. It can be seen from the value of the multimeter, the transmission speed of the 050JP test LED wire is very fast, and the internal resistance is stable at 0.2 ohm, which shows that the material of the 050JP test LED wire is very sufficient and the value is very accurate. Next, we will use these two test LED wires to conduct a resistance test on this 2.2 ohm component to see if it's accurate. We first use the common test LEDs on the market to test. Through the microscope, it can be seen that the needle of this test LED wire is very thick. When testing this kind of positioned components, it is easy to accidentally touch some components next to it. This can lead to short circuit and failure of the circuit board. It is very inconvenient to operate. Then through the test, it can be seen from the value of the multimeter that the difference is very big and very inaccurate. It proves once again that the internal resistance of this test LED is very large. Next, we will use the 050JP test LED wire to test. We can see from the microscope that its needle is very thin and pointy. It can be more convenient when testing precision components, making it more effectively to avoid accidental touches. Then let's have a look at the test. It can be seen from the multimeter value that the transmission speed is very fast and the measured value is very accurate. Combining the above tests, we conclude that the 050JP meter LED is faster, more accurate and more convenient for measuring precision components. Next, we will conduct a high voltage test on the 050JP meter LED. First, we connect the high voltage tester, then start the high voltage tester. Now the voltage of the tester has reached 6 kV. So let's test. You can see that its surface is completely insulated. This way the insulation can ensure the safety of the technician when using it. This is a bucket of 17 liters of water. We will use the 050 JP test lead wire for a toughness test. Let's start. That's it for today's introduction of the 050 JP superconducting fine pointed test lead wire. If you want to know more about new products and information from Best Tool, please follow me. I'm Ah Jong. See you next time.